Did you know that nearly 90% of people who try to time the stock market end up worse off than if they had just stayed invested over the long term? According to studies, the key to building wealth isn't about chasing quick wins. It's about patience, strategy, and the right mindset. In today's video, we're diving deep into the powerful principles that can help you not only make better financial decisions, but also create a mindset that sets you up for long-term success. I'm going to break down actionable lessons from top investors and experts that you can apply immediately to your own financial journey. Whether you're looking to improve your investing habits, grow your wealth, or simply rethink your relationship with money, this video is packed with insights to guide you every step of the way. By the end of this video, you'll understand why long-term patience and strategic planning are essential to achieving your financial goals. Stick around because these are the types of insights that could change how you approach money for good. Prioritize consistent free cash flow. Imagine running a small cafe. You might sell hundreds of coffees in a day, but if your expenses, like rent, staff salaries, and supplies, consume almost all your earnings, you're left with little to reinvest or save. Free cash flow is like the cafe's leftover money at the end of the month after covering all expenses. It's what allows you to upgrade your coffee machine, expand your menu, or simply create a safety net for tough times. In the corporate world, free cash flow works the same way. Companies generating consistent free cash flow have the flexibility to invest in innovation, acquire competitors, or return value to shareholders through dividends. For example, a software company with subscription-based revenue often generates steady cash flow, making it less vulnerable to economic ups and downs. When evaluating investments, focus on businesses that demonstrate a reliable and growing free cash flow over time. A practical way to apply this is by reviewing financial statements. Look at the cash flow statement and check if the company's cash flow from operations consistently exceeds its capital expenditures. In your own financial planning, think of free cash flow as your personal savings after all your monthly bills are paid. The more consistent and predictable it is, the better positioned you are to seize opportunities or handle unexpected challenges. Prioritize creating your own free cash flow by reducing unnecessary expenses and building a buffer for the future. Are you liking the content? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps and means a lot. 2. Look for strong competitive advantages. Imagine you're choosing between two local bakeries. One makes bread that tastes fine but doesn't stand out. The other has a secret sourdough recipe passed down for generations, creating a unique flavor customers can't find anywhere else. That second bakery has a competitive advantage. It's offering something distinctive that keeps people coming back, regardless of new bakeries opening nearby. In the business world, competitive advantages can take many forms like a strong brand, patents, cost efficiency, or customer loyalty. For example, a company like Apple excels due to its brand loyalty and ecosystem of interconnected products, making it hard for customers to switch to competitors. These advantages create a moat that protects the business from competition. When analyzing investments, focus on companies with clear competitive advantages that are difficult for others to replicate. This might mean they dominate a niche market, have proprietary technology, or consistently innovate in ways that outpace competitors. In your personal finances, think about how you can build your own moat. For instance, develop skills that are in high demand or unique to your industry, like the bakery with its secret recipe. Having something special makes you less replaceable and more valuable, whether it's to an employer or as an entrepreneur. Prioritize consistent growth over sudden gains. Imagine you're planting a garden. If you throw all your seeds into the soil at once and hope for a massive bloom overnight, you might end up disappointed. Some plants won't take root, others may grow too quickly and wither, and the soil might become depleted. However, if you plant carefully, water regularly, and tend to your garden over time, you'll cultivate a flourishing, sustainable space that provides ongoing beauty or produce. Investing works the same way. Steady, deliberate growth often leads to stronger, more reliable results than chasing rapid but fleeting gains. Businesses that emphasize consistent growth are like gardeners who prioritize the health of their soil and crops. Instead of exhausting resources to achieve a record-breaking harvest in a single season, they focus on long-term stability. Companies like these reinvest profits wisely, maintain strong relationships with their customers, and adapt to challenges without overextending themselves. A business with slow and steady growth might not grab headlines, but it builds resilience, ensuring it can weather economic storms. In our personal finances, chasing quick wins, like investing heavily in a speculative stock or gambling on trends, might feel exciting, but it's often risky. This approach can be compared to putting all your money on a single lottery ticket. The payoff is unlikely, and losses can be devastating. Instead, adopting a strategy of gradual, consistent saving and investing is like contributing a little to a piggy bank every day. Over time, the small contributions add up to something significant. For instance, set up an automated investment into a diversified index fund every month, even if the amount seems small. Think of it as planting seeds in your financial garden. While the results won't appear overnight, the power of compounding will eventually take over, turning those modest contributions into a substantial sum. Like a well-maintained garden, consistent effort ensures you reap rewards for years to come. 4. Look for quality. Even during market volatility, imagine you're shopping for groceries during a big sale. The aisles are crowded, everyone is grabbing what they can, and the temptation to fill your cart with discounted items is high. But while others rush for deals, you focus on picking fresh, high-quality produce. You know that even during a chaotic sale, buying the right ingredients matters more than snagging the lowest price. This principle applies to investing during volatile markets. Instead of reacting impulsively, focus on identifying and acquiring quality assets. In the world of investing, market volatility can feel like that busy grocery store. Prices rise and fall unpredictably, and it's easy to get caught up in the frenzy of buying or selling based on emotions. However, just as a chef plans their meals and selects the best ingredients, successful investors prioritize quality stocks, even when the market seems chaotic. These are businesses with strong fundamentals, such as reliable cash flow, competitive advantages, and solid leadership, which can withstand economic turbulence. For example, consider how people often navigate traffic jams. Some drivers switch lanes constantly, hoping to move faster, but often end up no better off or worse than those who stay steady in one lane. Similarly, investors who jump in and out of the market during volatility might harm their portfolios, while those who remain focused on quality investments are more likely to emerge ahead in the long run. Quality companies have the resilience to recover and thrive when the market stabilizes, much like a steady driver reaching their destination without unnecessary stress. To apply this in your financial life, create a watch list of high-quality companies that you've researched thoroughly. When market prices drop due to volatility, see it as an opportunity to buy these companies at a discount, much like spotting your favorite premium products on sale. Stay disciplined. Avoid being swayed by market noise and remember that investing in quality is a long-term strategy. By focusing on value and fundamentals, you position yourself for sustainable financial growth, regardless of market conditions. Embrace long-term vision and patience. Think of planting a tree. When you place a seed in the ground, you don't expect it to become a towering oak overnight. You water it, nurture it, and trust the process, knowing that its growth will take years. Investing works much the same way. The rewards don't come instantly, but the commitment to patience and long-term thinking can yield tremendous outcomes over time. In the financial world, many people make the mistake of chasing short-term gains. They jump at every new opportunity, hoping to strike gold quickly, much like someone who constantly switches between hobbies, never sticking with one long enough to master it. This approach often leads to frustration and disappointment. Long-term investing, on the other hand, is about focusing on sustainable growth. It's about understanding that markets, like seasons, go through cycles of highs and lows, and real wealth is built by staying the course through these fluctuations. Imagine a friend training for a marathon. If they focus solely on immediate speed and ignore endurance, they might burn out after a few miles. A successful marathon runner paces themselves, trains consistently, and looks at the race as a journey rather than a sprint. As an investor, adopting this mindset means looking beyond daily market headlines and focusing on the broader picture, the growth potential of your investments over years or even decades. To put this into practice, start by setting clear financial goals. Decide where you want to be in 5, 10, or 20 years, and align your investments with these objectives. Automate your savings, consistently contribute to your portfolio, and resist the temptation to react impulsively to short-term market movements. By cultivating a long-term vision, much like nurturing that oak tree, you can build a financial foundation that grows stronger and more stable over time. 6. Prioritize quality over quantity. Imagine you're building a bookshelf. You could fill it with hundreds of cheap paperbacks, most of which you might never read, or you could curate a collection of timeless classics that you'll revisit over and over. The latter option offers more value and satisfaction, even if the shelf appears less crowded. In investing, this principle holds true. It's better to own a few high-quality investments than to spread your resources thin across a multitude of mediocre options. Quality investments are like well-built bridges. They're designed to withstand pressure and provide long-term stability. These are companies with strong fundamentals, reliable leadership, and proven track records of success. While they might not promise overnight riches, they offer resilience during market downturns and consistent performance over time. Focusing on quality ensures that your portfolio remains robust, even when external conditions become challenging. Think about your relationships. You likely value a few close friends who genuinely support and inspire you more than having a large circle of acquaintances with superficial connections. Similarly, a portfolio with carefully chosen high-quality assets often delivers better results than a scattered collection of stocks, bonds, or other investments chosen without much thought or research. Quality ensures alignment with your financial goals and protects you from unnecessary risks. To apply this principle, start by researching potential investments thoroughly. Look for companies with strong financial health, sustainable business models, and leadership teams you trust. Avoid the temptation to chase trendy stocks or overextend your portfolio for the sake of diversification. Just like choosing a sturdy pair of shoes for a long hike, selecting quality investments provides the support you need to reach your destination comfortably and securely. Patience is the key to long-term success. Imagine planting a tree. You don't expect it to grow into a towering oak overnight. You water it, ensure it gets sunlight, and protect it from pests, knowing it takes years to grow strong. Investing works much the same way. Success often requires time, discipline, and the ability to resist the urge to interfere with the natural growth process. Patience in investing means allowing your assets to mature and compound. Constantly checking stock prices or reacting to short-term market noise can be as counterproductive as digging up a seed to see if it has sprouted. The most successful investors understand that wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. They remain focused on their long-term goals even when the market tests their resolve with temporary fluctuations. Think of baking bread. Once the dough is in the oven, you need to let it rise and bake at the right temperature. If you keep opening the oven to check, you'll disrupt the process and ruin the outcome. Similarly, if you meddle with your investments too often, chasing trends or selling prematurely, you might sabotage the compounding effect, the very ingredient that builds wealth over time. To practice patience in your financial life, set clear, long-term objectives and create a plan that aligns with them. Automate contributions to your savings or investment accounts and resist the temptation to monitor your portfolio obsessively. Treat your investments like that tree or loaf of bread. Give them the time and care they need to deliver results. Remember, as Warren Buffett says, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient.